the number of arts and cultural institutions that are here, and you have many of them that are represented in this room. You have Galeria de la Raza, you have Dance Mission, you have Local Bloco, you have, of course, Brava Theater, you have the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, you have Presida Eyes. Am I missing anyone else? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. So we want to preserve that and to speak about how we as a city can support the arts, culture, and special events is Ani Rivera from Galeria de la Raza. And again, it's great to have Regina Yanez here.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here to discuss the arts and culture sector of this community. And we've heard it echo over and over. The reason the mission is what it is we are a living culture. We have had a history of over 4 decades of arts activism happening here, and it's through that work and that investment that we've seen all these changes. However, we're at a point where we're looking at the CAM049841 development, and we need to acknowledge the very high needs of our arts institutions. 4 of the 6 organizations that you just mentioned are facing possible displacements due to the issues with their leases and their venues. And I think that's one of the major priorities that we've identified as a group, is saying that we need to address it and make a major investment now if we are going to stay here for another even 5 to 10 years. We talked about in terms of, we share the same issues that other folks have brought up, the small businesses, the cost. That's a real cost for us. Many of our organizations operate under project-based funding, very minimal, general operating fund, and that's a real hindrance to what we can do in our art and cultural organizations. We always have to kind of, put little pots together here and there. The real great thing is that we're so resourceful that we do a lot of collaborative work, but that does not give us enough resources to really invest into our institutions that are in very need restoration. The murals are falling apart. Some of these are going to be whitewashed if they don't get the adequate funding. And this has to happen now. A cultural corridor has to have insecure art institutions now. The other issues that we've identified is, how do we support the artists that have made this happen, the artists that we serve. We have one of our founders of Galeria de la Raza. We have another artist of Galeria de la Raza that are all facing displacement, and there's nothing in place to secure them and keep them here in the city. A lot of the incentives that are currently in place are a little too late for them, so we need to create a fund that will assist them now to retain them here in the city. We have requested $2 million to invest now, 1.6 million for an immediate sort of fund to stabilize all the organizations, and then a long-term $300,000 to try to hire somebody that would work across sectors, organizing all of the arts organizations with the nonprofits, with the small businesses, and with the city as well. I think the big question here that we had is, as we move forward with the CAM049841 Latino Cultural Corridor designation, what is that long-term investment in the organizations that are here, not just for 1 year, but 5 to 10 years from now? How do we insert ourselves in that dialogue? We've done it before. We've been the driving force of the revitalization of this community, and we can do it again, but we need to be at the table. So I think that's the line.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you.